Hello everybody, in this video I want to share with you tactics that I've been using. I think it's pretty useful, especially if you're using a certain spell. And we're talking about this spell. And if you play Baldur's Gate 3, you know there are plenty of ways you can actually strategize in combat. So, Globe of Invulnerability. So, basically everybody who's inside are immune to any damage and for 3 turns. I think there's also a way to extend it, but I'm not sure, maybe with an item. Nonetheless, 3 turns, it's crazy. But the idea is, well, what you need to do. First of all, you can help allies that are going to help you in battle, like in this case, where I convince this NPC to actually help me, so you can protect them. But the most important thing is to take advantage that, if you are inside, you're immune, and everybody outside are not. Now, of course, the bad thing is that if enemies are inside, you can hit them, and if they're with you, nobody can hit each other. That's not good. So again, the idea is that you need to keep enemies outside of that and you inside, all of you, if possible. Now, there are a few ways to do it. I personally use Shove and Force Tunnel. Force Tunnel is amazing. It really pushes them out. So basically, when I get in, I make sure I'm in and they're out. For example, here you can see me just shoving them out. Keep in mind you can actually over and you see if they're invulnerable. So it's very important to see just over. You can see if they're invulnerable. You're going to see it. If they are not, of course, it means you can attack them, great. So if somebody needs extra pushing, well, you need to do that. You see this one is invulnerable, so I can't hit him because he's kind of partially inside. So again, later on I use another of the spell to push them out, and now all of them are out, except one, if you can see there, is going to push out as well. This is great, and of course, for example, you can see my wizard there, which I'm going to move to the inner circle in a moment to keep him safe. But of course, the thing is that you need to use spells and range, or this situation where they are really very close, you can use melee. But again, the situation, I prefer using spells and using range in order to stay inside and be invulnerable, and they can't actually do anything to me. And this is very, very strong. Basically, don't get damage and you can deal damage back. Again, this is so OP. Keep in mind that because I have the tap tool, I forgot how to call it anyway, that allows me to actually use this spell in order to push enemies, which is great. Otherwise, again, if your characters don't have enough, some characters don't have enough, athletics, to push enemies out. But again, I have a fighter with me, and some of the enemies, of course, can be pushed. Others are more heavy, harder to push. But this spell really pushes almost everything, which is crazy. So try to work around that, and yeah, it's really fun building around this mechanic. I really enjoy it. I'm having a lot of fun just seeing my health not actually getting depleted while actually demolish enemies with heads which actually have lots of health, so I can really sustain myself. In this case I just use 2 of them, but it works very well. By the way, there's also this spell, spell potion of angelic slumber. Basically, if you drink it and for 2 turns, you kind of fall into 2 turns unless interrupted, and you're gonna gain the benefit of a long rest. So benefit of a long rest, you can replenish everything and then you can use it again. So this is one mechanic that I can actually use in order to put another one if I want to. Alright, next thing I want to show you how I eliminate Baldur actually not getting damage at all, right? This is the proof, right? How you can actually do this without actually getting damage. So basically I went out and do a long rest so I can get this 6 spell. You can do that even now. We can just get out and inside, get a long sleep, long rest, and so let's watch how we actually got the same strategy I did here, basically. So we're gonna speed it up because basically it's going to be pretty long. But basically I inspected the damage, which one they're immune, so I see that they're immune to fire, although I have something of my character that actually can, if they resist, I can still deal damage. Basically the same strategy here. What I'm doing, the idea, I didn't know where to put the bubble, by the way, for immunity, because I made a mistake, because I didn't know if to put it forward or put it backward, but eventually I decided to protect my sorcerer. Because again, I just positioned myself bad at the beginning. It doesn't really matter. It works so well even with that. So I decided, alright, I'm just going to put the bubble on him, and then they're going to get inside. Basically, you kind of waste a turn in a way. That's why you don't want to do that. But even that, 3 turns is a lot of time, and I have a second bubble as well. Keep this in mind for both the wizard and the sorcerer. Now the other thing is that basically the other ones actually heals him. I need to get rid not of him, of course. Don't need to attack him, he's inside the bubble, so he's immune as well. I need to get rid of the other ones, and then they're easy to get rid of, and basically get rid of them, and then we're gonna focus on just the boss as well, and try to of course push him away, and do the same thing with the second bubble. By the time probably that I finish it, you're gonna see it. Right, I'm gonna speed it up even more. Basically I'm just focusing on destroying those ones, again checking again in which one they're invulnerable against, and just eliminating them pretty fast, and that's nobody to heal him, and by the time I do that I'm already gonna be ready for the next bubble. I didn't want to get outside, of course. The idea is not to get damage and try to maximize this type of strategy against a tough fight. Alright, let's just skip it again, just preparations, but then we're gonna move to second stage. Second stage, again, the boss is in, alright? And here what I need to do is to push him inside. Now I couldn't do regular pushing, it didn't work. And even if I try my other spell for pushing it, for my tape pause, for some reason it didn't work. Alright, not important anything, just figuring out, thinking about what I'm going to do. Eventually decided that to get him out, maybe I'm going to move my wizard, maybe going to get out. Although it was risky, to be honest. Or I can just let him stay inside and just put the bubble. I decided just to try to see what happens. It's not really the best idea, of course. Better to just stay inside. But eventually I knew that I'm going to push him. So it's not a good idea. It was actually too far away, so I decided to put him closer. Unlike my Sorcerer. You see, it doesn't matter again what he does. We get no damage whatsoever. So this is great for us. We're gonna put some things on us later when the bubble goes out. At the end of the battle, we're gonna get a bit of, you know, but again, this is at the end. So now the bubble is out, alright? So at this point, we need to protect ourselves. We need to get rid of him without actually getting damage. Now this is important. I decided to put it exactly to protect all the three of them. And him going to be outside. So look how important it is to position. You can actually, if you position your card as well, you can actually use the bubble to perfectly use it in an arc to protect yourself. You can actually see which are protected and is actually out, while my characters are all invulnerable. And I actually will put also my wizard in as well. So if you look carefully, you can see that this is, even if its leg I think is inside, it's going to be immune. I actually checked, it was immune. Even then I'm going to just put him just a bit inside just in case. And that's it. That's actually, that's all I needed. Alright, speeding up this because this is a bit boring. I'm thinking again what to do. But basically, again, just blocking him while my characters are immune, and then yeah, dealing damage. I thought maybe I'm going to move it just a bit inside, you know, still immune, but you know, you can actually see that if the circle is there and part of the circle is inside the bubble, you're going to be immune. Yeah, I know, I'm thinking a lot. I'm new to D&D, excuse me. Probably not many things I should learn, but again, that's how it is. So I pushed him, alright, so it'll be further away. So again, while I'm not doing anything, I just want to talk about something. So even if you're producing yourself, by the way, sometimes if you want to retreat, keep in mind, and you kind of still immune and you are mostly outside, you can do that because even if you get hit by moving back from the reaction, you won't actually get the damage because you're already immune. So it's something you can do. You can see that I'm very, very close. Just, you know, most of me are actually outside, but I'm still immune. I still can move back if it was close to me, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. I'm still immune in that situation. Yeah, keep in mind, of course I could go out and just finish him and just try to do it without damage and see how it goes. That's why. Otherwise, just go out, finish it. Doesn't matter, I can do short rest or whatever. I just wanted to make sure that I try to maximize the potential of the strategies, strategy to make sure that it works well, what to use, what not to use, how to make it work best, even with the minimal things. Of course, use potions and other things. Just wanted to keep it pretty simple and to see how it works. I'm just gonna again speed it up. Basically, again, dealing damage. Was thinking about, you know, different things, and I decided after that to put actually another spawn another creature that maybe can actually tank and deal damage as well. I mean, not a bad idea, by the way. So I did it. It didn't attack actually the creature. It didn't have an opportunity to attack. Any damage anyway. Ah, that's good. Cool. What do you think you're gonna do, huh? Oh, it's out. Oh, I need to finish him. Let's go! Oh my god, it was crazy. So yeah, it works so well, and I hope you find this one useful. If so, give a like, subscribe, and try it out yourself. You know, you don't need a lot of things in order to make it work, and you can even improve it even better with some different items. Again, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Cheers.